My name is Emma. I'm 32 years old. I live in a mid-sized city. Think somewhere like Raleigh or Denver, not too flashy, just steady. I work in a small accounting office downtown. 10 people total. Quiet desks, soft keyboard clicks, the hum of the coffee machine. My life is simple. I wake up, make oatmeal, walk to the office, do my spreadsheets, walk home, watch Netflix, sleep. Repeat. No drama. No big adventures. Just quiet. Then Daniel arrived. He was the new regional manager, 40 years old, transferred from the Chicago branch. Tall, clean-shaven, always in crisp button-downs. But what got me wasn't his looks, it was how kind he was. He smiled at everyone like he genuinely meant it. His voice was soft, calm, never rushed. When he said good morning, it felt like he was really seeing you. In a world of Zoom calls and emails, he made the office feel human again. At first, it was nothing. I'd nod hello, smile politely, go back to my screen. But little by little, things shifted. He'd stop by my desk to ask about a report, and we'd chat for a minute longer than necessary. "How's your weekend looking, Emma?" he'd say. I'd blush and mumble something boring. But inside, my heart would race like I was 16 again. He remembered things. I once mentioned liking sunflowers. He brought one in a little vase the next week, said it brightened up the break room. Everyone laughed, but I felt warm all over. He stood close when explaining something on my computer. Close enough I could smell his cologne, feel the warmth of his arm near mine. Accidental touches. A brush of fingers. My skin tingled every time. Nights changed. I'd lie in bed staring at the ceiling, replaying every word he'd said. His laugh. The way his eyes crinkled when he smiled at me. I told myself it was harmless, a crush. Everyone gets crushes. But it grew. I started looking forward to Mondays.
Stood by the rail, water in hand. His buddy, "Your wife's in books?" Kinda soft for a guy climbing fast. Not power couple material. Alex laughed. Small. No defense. Eyes slid over me, dismissed. I heard it all. Felt clarity, not pain. Uber home, rain pouring. I asked, "How do you want me at these things?" "Just blend in better. Don't disappear." I looked at my reflection. Authentic. Real. Said nothing. Let him sigh alone. Cuts kept coming. Frowns when I skipped brunches. Praise for Riley, she crushed that pitch. He boxed me, not flashy. Not enough. Then bolder. Sunday editing, wife of a future exec can't just tinker with words. Ambition isn't a show. He wanted argument. Got none. Riley everywhere. She landed 3 deals. Your life doesn't match my path. I saw it. Never reacted. He scheduled us. Dinner Thursday come. Look solid. Prep anything? Talk more. Don't go quiet. I spoke when needed. Honest. He wanted cheerleader. Not me. Mom's brunch, Elena's too reserved. Shrug. Told her. I buttered toast. Silent. Phone buzzed one night. Last night was fun, winking face, Riley. I didn't scroll. Glow was enough. Next day, relieved look, we're on different paths. Say it. Riley gets me. Her drive matches. That night, his iPad, engagement ring PDF. Riley Thompson. Opened it when he got home. I was gonna tell you. Go. He packed. No sorry. Door shut. Silence settled. Clean. Powerful. This wasn't breaking. It was waking up.
I opened my eyes. There he was, maybe 20 feet away. But he wasn't alone. A beautiful woman stood next to him, laughing at something he said. 2 kids, a boy about 7, a girl maybe 5, ran circles around them. The boy tugged Daniel's hand. The girl jumped into his arms. He lifted her high, kissed her forehead, spun her around. They looked perfect. Happy. Real. My heart shattered. He didn't see me. Thank God. I turned my face away, stared at the trees until my eyes blurred with tears. That was his life. His wife. His children. His world. And I was just the girl at the office who smiled too much. I sat there long after they left. The sun dipped lower. The park emptied. I felt small, invisible, broken. I walked home in a daze. That night I didn't eat. Didn't sleep. I just whispered to the dark. Forget him, Emma. Please forget him. But my heart answered, I can't. Monday morning came anyway. I dragged myself to work, eyes puffy, pretending everything was fine. Daniel stopped by my desk like always. Emma, you okay? You look a little down. His voice was gentle, concerned. I looked at my keyboard. Just tired, I lied. He sat on the edge of my desk, something he rarely did. You're a good person, Emma. Quiet, but strong. You always help everyone. You're special. Special. That word echoed in my head for days. No one had ever called me that. Not my exes. Not my family. And here was this married man saying it like it was true. I smiled weakly. Inside, I was shaking. I wanted to scream. I love you. I know I shouldn't, but I do. But I said nothing. That night I stood in front of my mirror, tears streaming. He thinks I'm special. Happy tears. Sat tears. Impossible tears. Because special or not, he wasn't mine. Welcome back, friends. If you just joined, this is part 2 of Emma's story. The part where secret love collides with reality, and she has to decide what to do with a heart that's breaking. Let's continue. After that Monday, everything felt heavier. Daniel and I still worked together, still smiled, still said the polite things. But the air between us was charged. Like we both knew something was there, but neither wanted to name it. Then came the late night. It was a Thursday. End of quarter crunch. Most people left by 6. By 8, the office was empty except for us. Me finishing reports, him in his office with the door open. The lights were low. The city hummed outside the windows. He walked over. Emma still here? You don't have to stay this late. I shrugged. Just want to get it done. He pulled up a chair. We talked about work at first. Then it shifted. Emma, he said softly. You are important to me. My breath caught. I looked at him. Really looked. His eyes were serious. Tired but kind. He continued. I know this is complicated. I'm married. I have kids. I love my family. But you make me feel alive again. I think about you too much. I can't stop. Tears filled my eyes. I whispered, Daniel, I like you too. More than like. But you have a family. I don't want to hurt them. Or you. Or me. He nodded slowly. I know. I don't want to hurt anyone either. But being near you, it's the only time I feel like myself lately. We sat in silence. The clock ticked. My heart pounded. Part of me wanted him to say he'd leave his wife. Part of me knew that would destroy everything good about him. I said, we can't do this. It's not fair to anyone. He reached out, almost touched my hand, then pulled back. You're right. His voice cracked. I'm sorry, Emma, for making you feel this way. We didn't speak after that. He went back to his office. I finished my work in tears, then left. The walk home was the longest of my life. After that night, we kept distance. Professional. Polite. No more lingering chats. No more accidental touches. It hurt, like losing something I never really had. But in the pain, something shifted inside me. I started asking hard questions. Why did I fall for someone unavailable? Was I lonely? Was work my whole life? Had I stopped looking for my own happiness? One evening, alone in my apartment, I made a choice. I stood in front of that same mirror and said out loud, Emma, you deserve real love. Not secrets. Not pain. Love yourself first. Let him go. It wasn't easy. Some nights I still cried. Some days I'd see him smile at someone else and feel the stab. But I started small changes. I joined a book club. Went to yoga. Called old friends. Took myself on dates, coffee shops, walks, movies alone. I learned I was pretty good company. Daniel will always be a chapter in my story. A beautiful, painful one. He taught me what it feels like to be seen. But he also taught me that real love doesn't hide. It doesn't hurt this much. It lifts you up, not tears you down. Now when I walk into the office, I smile at him. Genuinely, no secrets. I do my work. I go home. And I dream again. Not of him. Of me. Of a future where love finds me when I'm ready. Open, honest, free. Dear friends, thank you for listening to Emma's story. In America, We spend so much time at work. Sometimes the lines blur, hearts get tangled. But remember, your heart is precious. Protect it. Love yourself fiercely. Let go when you need to. Happy days are coming. For Emma, and for you. If this resonated, give it a thumbs up. Share with someone who needs it. Drop a comment. Tell me your thoughts. Have you ever felt secret love? How did you heal? I read every one. Subscribe for more real, heartfelt stories. Hit the bell. Your support keeps this channel going. Take care of your heart. See you in the next one. With love, Alicia. Thanks for watching.